So, welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to my first ever video episode of the podcast. So, if you're listening to this on Spotify, you can catch this on YouTube if you want to watch it. So, listen, let's dive straight in. We're talking about transformations. Transformations, you've heard that word a million times in the health and fitness industry. When you think about this, you think about the physical transformation, my new lifestyle, and all the things that come with it. But what you probably overlook is the mental side of your transformation, because without that, you can't have any of the other things. And we're not just talking about what it takes to hit your goals, we're talking about how to truly value your health as a lifestyle, not just some temporary, quick fix, quick one. Your health is way deeper than I need to lose 7 pounds. I'm going on holidays. I know a lot of women out there that feel really stuck in that cycle of starting and stopping, jumping off one diet into the next, doing what their friends doing, jumping in and out of workout plans, only to fall off the wagon when life gets in the way, and it will. And I'm here to tell you that real transformation goes way deeper than just losing a few pounds or squeezing into a dress. It starts in your mind, where you begin to see health as something that you invest in every single day for the rest of your life. So let's talk about what it takes to make that mental shift. So first of all, let me ask you this. How many of you have started a diet or a fitness plan or any kind of plan at all with the thought, I just need to get through it. If I can just grind it out and get to where I want to be, then I'll be happy. Be honest, because we've all been there. We see health and fitness as a box to tick, a goal to cross off, a short-term thing that you need to go all guns blazing for. What happens whenever you do reach your goal? You haven't thought long-term. We're going to talk about that. The problem is when you're focused on your health in a short-term solution, a short-term fix, you're absolutely setting yourself up for failure long-term. You're treating it as a means to an end rather than part of who you are. And if you want lasting change, if you want to keep the results that you get, you have to shift your mindset from I'm doing this because I want this result to I'm doing this because it's who I am. It's part of how I live my life. I care about me way more than just losing a few pounds. You have to stop seeing health and fitness as something that you do and start seeing it as something that you are. That mental shift is where the magic happens. So, let's break it down. How do you go from viewing your health or your weight loss goals or your body composition goals or your fitness goals as just another goal to a fundamental part of your lifestyle? How does that happen? Because if you're someone who says, oh, but I run out of motivation, oh, I'm just not motivated. Oh, you see, I've got a lot on right now and it's not really a priority. It really starts with getting so clear on your why. And I used to think that was a bit woo-woo. I didn't really get it. I do now though. And I don't mean surface level goals like wanting to lose weight for holidays or fitting into an old pair of jeans, getting into your pre-baby clothes. I mean deep reasons. Why do you want to be healthy? Why do you want to be fit? Who depends on you? For a lot of women, it's about showing up for their families, feeling strong and capable, or simply just wanting to live a life where they're not limited by themselves. If you don't anchor yourself in those reasons, it's too easy to fall back into the trap of, sure, I'll start on Monday. I just don't have time this week. Life got in the way. That is one of the worst things that you can try and convince yourself that's good enough to say. When your why is strong enough, it pushes you to show up even on those days where you really don't want it. You really can't be bothered. You want to pull your head under the covers and not think about it today. Those are the days that matter the most. I love this quote by James Clear. It's in a great book. He's the author of Atomic Habits. It's a great book. And he says, you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. So think about that for a sec. If your mindset isn't aligned with long-term systems that support a healthy lifestyle, you're not going to reach your goals. If your everyday life and your daily habits, those micro decisions that you make, the systems you have in place to determine your success or not just how much willpower you can rally up on a given day, how motivated that you feel on a certain day. Because the truth is, and you will know, you do not feel motivated every day. Motivation is just a feeling. It's not a state that you can perpetually stay in. If you haven't read Atomic Habits, it's a great resource. It dives into that importance of building habits that stick. How tiny changes, I call them micro decisions, can lead to massive results over time. And it's about reinforcing that health isn't just something you achieve overnight, it's something you cultivate through consistency. Another crucial piece of that puzzle is consistency. And that's where a lot of us get tripped up, because we are trained to think that if we're not doing everything perfect, then what is the point? It's not worth doing. That's a dangerous mindset. Perfectionism is the enemy of progress. It's not high standards. You will convince yourself that it's a positive. I used to do this. Perfectionism was my badge of honor at one time. Perfectionism kept me back in life. It didn't help me, didn't propel me forward. It kept me stuck. It was a mask. And if you want your health to be the way you are, your lifestyle, you need to get comfortable with the idea of being good enough, not perfect. Real life isn't perfect. There will be days where you miss a workout, where you don't eat properly, where you feel like you've taken a step back. Consistency over time is what matters. Showing up for yourself 80% of the time for the rest of your life will get you far better results than showing up 100% for 2 weeks and then off for a month. 100% 5 days of the week, 0 for the other 2 days. This is not about being perfect, and it never should be, and it never was. And if you tell yourself that you are all or nothing, you are absolutely setting yourself up to be stuck. The mental shift here is not about doing it perfect. It's about doing it persistently. And you don't need to be perfect every single day. You just need to show up. Keep the promises that you make to yourself, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. So now we'll take a minute to talk about personal development, because this goes hand in hand with creating your sustainable, healthy lifestyle, right? If you are not growing as a person, mentally, emotionally, you're going to find yourself stuck in the same patterns over and over again. Taking personal development seriously is one of the most powerful things that you can do. Not just for your health, but every aspect of your life. So, how do you start? Because I hadn't a clue at one point. So, at the start, I want you to set aside a minute amount of time every day to invest in yourself, right? You owe it to yourself. You deserve it. You're better than just doing nothing and letting the day slip through your fingertips. Even if it's just 10 minutes. That could mean reading a book, listening to a book, listen to an audiobook if you're really tight for time. Do something, join something, ask people for help, something that's going to challenge your mindset. You could try podcast, journaling, things that you know will inspire you and motivate you and put yourself in uncomfortable situations that force you to grow. It's about creating space for your own development, even in the midst of a busy schedule, because you will always find reasons not to do this. Over time, then, that practice will shift the way you see yourself, your capabilities, what you deserve out of life. And here's the thing, when you work on yourself, it doesn't just benefit you, it benefits the people around you. So when you grow, your family, your relationships, your community, they grow too. You're a better role model, you're a strong leader, you're more present in your relationship as a parent, you're more... Personal development isn't selfish, right? Taking time for yourself is not selfish. It's one of the most selfless things that you can do, because it allows you to show up as your best self for the people who matter most. I know that the guilt that comes with taking time away from the house, taking time away from your family, that's real, that's a feeling. And it can make you say the phrase, I feel selfish. I'm going to be selfish for a while. I argue, and this is hard, it's more selfish not to look after yourself. So here's the thing. Valuing your health as a lifestyle isn't about doing 30-day challenges or a short-term goal or joining a slumming club one more time. This will be the last time. I promise it'll work this time. It's about making choices every single day that reflect how much you respect your body, your mind, your future, your health, the people who need you. It's about realizing that health isn't a destination, it's a journey, and you're on it for life. And the sooner that you can shift your mindset and see your health as part of who you are rather than something that you do, it's easier to stay consistent, stay motivated, stay connected to the bigger picture. So that's it for today. If you're ready to make a mental shift and you want to start valuing your health as a lifestyle, it's time to start showing up for you in a new way. Remember, perfectionism is not a badge of honor. And if you are currently struggling with that, that's a big piece of your 10 minutes a day of personal development. How can I pick one thing that you struggle with the most and chip away at it? You deserve to feel good. You deserve to be strong. You deserve to be able to be the person who can say, yes, I'll go, and not be crippled by your insecurity because you know you don't look after yourself the way you should. You deserve to live a life where your health is the center. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you have any questions. If you need any more help and any topics you want to see me discuss here, drop me a comment underneath and I'll see you in the next episode.